So welcome back to French Countryside Life. I'm joined today by Andy from AJ in France. Brilliant channel, go and check that out. There'll be a link in the description. Andy takes pity on me every now and again and comes and does all the stuff that I can't do and shows me how to do it, more importantly. So I'll be able to do it next time.
That's exactly it. Once you've learned how to do it, then you can carry on and do those things. But I'm still coming for a holiday though.
Oh yeah. Of course, what did they say about give a man a fish to feed him for a night, give a man a fishing rod and he'll feed himself forever.
Speaking of which, he did promise to take me fishing. It's something I've never done before.
I was thinking about that this morning actually, yeah.
The roles will be reversed next time, I think.
Yeah. Cinders who shall go to the ball. So, just wanted to show you this. Well, first off, I'll show you this shortly. The tiki bar top has been planed and sanded. Just got to wait for it to dry out. So, look forward to doing that. I'll show you that in a bit more detail. And just over in the corner there, I've made a gate for the chicken run, so the chickens can go from the chicken run into the garden without having to go into the field. So I'll show you that later as well. I wanted to show you this parcel. So I got a notification to say that Graham from our French House Renovation, link in the description, had sent me a parcel. And I didn't know whether it was a mistake or not, and so I didn't say anything. And it took ages to arrive, like weeks. And then it arrived in the post, and it says on the parcel, "Hope this keeps you going." And as soon as I squeezed it, I knew exactly what it was. I'll show you. I said it. I'll show you. HP sauce. So I'll show you that. There you go. So for the non-British viewers, HP sauce. How would you describe it? It's like a savoury sauce, isn't it? Savoury, spicy sort of sauce.
Savoury sauce.
Yeah.
It was only recently I realised that HP is Houses of Parliament, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Even though it's got a picture of it on the bottom.
Yeah, that's the giveaway.
That's the giveaway.
But yeah, so I phoned Graham up immediately to thank him for sending me that, because you can buy it here, but it's ridiculously expensive
For a very small amount.
for a very small amount. It's about €5.50 for one that's probably a third of that size. So yeah, I phoned him up and said, thank you so much, and he said that he paid an extra 65 pence to have it rushed to me. So I just thought, well, that was money well spent, wasn't it? Rushed.
That's it.
3 weeks. Anyway, so the reason that Andy's here. So we've always had issues with the heating here, and not so much with the hot water, but that's become an issue recently. The previous owner, as I've said before, owned a plumbing company in the UK, and virtually all of the plumbing and heating system is British pipes, which are different
That's right. Yeah, the sizes are different. Some are the same, so that the 22 mil, the larger pipes, you can use the French fittings. But nearly everything here, hot water, cold water, it's all in 15 mil, which they don't have here. They've got 14 or 16.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're trying to slowly, as we're doing the work here. When we did the bathroom,
Yep.
we changed everything inside the bathroom is now French. So we're carrying on that theme and changing all the hot water pipes that we can get to, and the heating pipes back to French standard sizes, so that, you know, if there's any problems in the future or you want to change it in the future, you don't have to do what we've done.
Yeah. So what we did yesterday was it was the first full day here yesterday for Andy. What we did yesterday, we had to go to a bricant, like a junk shop, or not junk shop, is it? It's a
Yeah, I guess.
yeah,
A bric-a-brac shop if you're in England, I suppose.
bric-a-brac. Yeah, good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that 3 words? Anyway,
It's got dashes in, so it could be a whole one word.
it
with
could be,
dashes.
couldn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
So we went to one of those shops, and Andy, in his last visit 6 months ago, we'd gone there just to have a look, hadn't we?
Yeah.
And
There is a video, by the way, on Colin's channel of that.
yeah, that's right, of that
shop.
visit. Yeah,
It's brilliant to watch. It's
Yeah.
a huge place.
yeah, yeah.
Really.
I'll put a link in here somewhere. I don't know, one of those. Yeah, so 6 months ago when we visited, Andy had seen a box full of copper fittings,
Yeah.
and we knew that there was a good chance that that they was British fittings. So we went back there yesterday, had a rummage around, didn't we?
Good rummage.
And we found all the bits that we needed,
Yeah.
which is just amazing.
Yeah.
So the idea is not to use British fittings, but to be able to make the transition from the from the UK size pipe
Yeah.
to the French size pipe.
Yeah, that's right.
Good. All right. So let's just get on with that then.
Well, yeah. So today's job is to start installing the new pipe from the mains cold into the house up to a new hot water cylinder, which would be the standard French type with an immersion heater in the bottom, and then it's pressurized. So
Oh.
this was a question.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah.
From-
Thanks for reminding me. So Graham
Yeah.
from our French house renovation, link in the description. When I spoke to him about the sauce, he said, I said what I was doing, Andy was coming, and he did say, can you ask Andy, can you put the hot water tank in the basement or on the ground floor? Does it have to be up higher than the house so that the gravity, forces the water through the pipe? So
The answer to that is because it's a pressurized system. You can pretty much put it anywhere in the house, so it doesn't matter what level you put it on. It's all reliant on the water pressure coming into the house, so it can go anywhere basically. But you can practically fit it and then get access to it. There are some rules around if there's electrics nearby and that sort of stuff, but generally speaking, you can put it anywhere.
good. Right, that answered your question, Graham, and thanks again so much for the sauce. It was a real pick me up. So much appreciated. All right, so we better do something.
Yeah, let's get in there and do some work.
Makes a mess. Okay, brilliant. Okay, it's the afternoon, so let's have a look, see where we're up to. So we've got the pipes going there. These are going to join onto here at some point, and they go under the units, go around here, through the wall that you saw earlier. Through the wall there, up through the fuse box, and into the loft space. The other hole there is for the power to the boiler. So we're at the point now where the water tank is fitted to the wall with some chunky old bolts and brackets. I had to fettle it a bit because this wall has got a massive lean on it, so hence we put some wooden battens, call them?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, battens, wooden battens on the wall. Yeah, and we've got the water pipes up through the floor. So yeah, so pretty happy with the progress today.
Yep.
Any thoughts?
Watch out for the screwdriver.
Falling screwdriver.
No, the main difficulty we had was getting through the wall downstairs this morning. But now that's done, everything's going quite well. The water heater is in and level, but to do that we've had to, like Colin said, the wall is about 60 mil from top to bottom out,
Yeah,
which is a
massive
huge amount. So we've also used the support that goes onto the floor underneath as well. So that's it. The next step is to connect these pipes up and run an electrical supply.
Yep, that'll be done for tomorrow, I think.
Definitely.
Outstanding. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow. So it's the end of the day. It's been a bit of a mission today. There was tears, there was laughter. But mostly my tears, I've got to say. So let me just show you what we're up to today. So these are the British pipes that Andy's plumbed into using the fittings that we found in the Bricon. So that's the hot and the cold. Go under the units, through the wall, through the wall there, up, through the cupboard, into the loft above. So let's go take a look there. So we're up in the loft now, and those pipes that we just saw, the hot and the cold, come up to the safety valves there, and it's the expansion tank just to the right of the water tank. Big old 200 litre water tank. Safety valve here, should it need to overflow, it can overflow into there and down the grey pipe and back downstairs, which I'll show you in a sec. So back downstairs, the pipe for the overflow water down adjacent to the hot and cold pipes, under there, through the outside wall. That was a bit of a mission getting that done. So it comes out here, as you can see, it's all wet. We've tested it. So yeah, really pleased with how it's gone today. Yeah, brilliant, well placed. So thoughts on today?
Went okay. We got everything done we wanted to get done. The only difficulty was with the overflow, getting through that wall.
It didn't help me not putting it through straight, did it?
I didn't want to say anything.
I'm fessing up. I drew the hole at an angle when it should have been
Straight.
Anyway,
it's done.
We've managed to resolve that. Obviously, it needs a bit more making good, but that's okay.
So tomorrow we're going to disconnect the old cylinder and turn on the electric to the new cylinder. But at the moment everything's pressurized and everything's leak tested and it's fine. So that's good.
All right, brilliant. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Well, we found out where it comes up, and it's right in the bottom of here, so we've found the cable, made a junction box onto it into French, so we're now going to go and connect it to a known good supply on the lighting circuit. But this, how are you feeling, Colin, off here?
I just said to Andy that this is like something out of a caper movie, isn't it? Like we're doing a bank heist.
Excellent.
All right, let's crack on.
Here's Colin wiring in into the main lighting box.
We found by accident.
Yeah. It's not very comfortable up here. We were hoping that was it, but while we were doing the wiring in the lights, which is here, we found this. Obviously we can't leave that, so we're gonna have to fix that now as well.
So I was going to do a clickbait sort of thumbnail, you know, with where everything was fraught with danger and get everybody to click on it. But reality is stranger than fiction.
And it genuinely is.
And it genuinely is fraught with danger. So, following the investigation of the faulty socket behind the telly, we traced the conduit through to another junction box, which has got another melted terminal.
Yeah, this one.
But this one, yeah, actually, let me just turn you around.
So this one is even worse than before. So you can see, first of all, on the lid is actually flames. So it's actually burnt the lid. Fortunately, these are fire retardant, but look at this. Unbelievable. Completely melted the connector. And we've traced this. It's melted the wires together, look.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. So in order to fix this, we're going to have to cut out that connector completely, cut back the wires until we get to a good piece of wire, and then remake a connector. But we're going to use Wago connectors this time, much more effective. But that could definitely have started a fire for sure.
Yeah, I think it was very lucky. All right, so that's all resolved. I don't want you getting big-headed and all that, but you do have to save their lives, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And it wasn't the only one in there.
Mate.
Plenty of loose connections and all sorts. Yeah, definitely needed looking into.
Yeah, I'll just show you what we've actually done. All right, so the melted block has been cut out, replaced with this Wago fitting, and we found a big wire and a small wire. That's a technical term, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, big wire and a small wire into the same side of the terminal block. Obviously, when the screw goes down, it can only put pressure on the big wire, which left the small wire loose. So we took them out, stick one away, go. Jobs are good.
And we tightened all the other blocks up, and some were very loose indeed, which is probably the reason why we had that issue in the first place.
Yeah.
The screws have either come loose or they weren't tightened up properly in the first place, which is a big problem with block connectors.
Yeah.
I don't use them anymore, just for the simple reason you can have a loose screw, and we've got 2 examples of the worst case scenario if you have a loose connection in one.
Good. All right.
Yeah, let's go down.
So we'll
Check this out.
put the power on and see what happens.
Yeah, let's go and check that socket out.
Brilliant. So following that repair upstairs, we're just going to test the socket. So put on the multimeter down. And bingo. 241. Outstanding. So, what are your thoughts, Andy?
Yeah, it's quite obvious that was what the fault was. So when we initially tested it, we were getting a lower voltage than that, sometimes 120, 130. So the fried connector was allowing some voltage to pass, but no current. So you were getting a low reading. And then obviously when I've fixed all that and then come down and retested it afterwards, it's now a proper connection, 240 volts. So we can plug the TV back in, no problem.
Happy days. Well done.
Thanks.
So following a very real life-threatening situation in France, hence the thumbnail, further investigation has shown another, well actually it's not another one, it's the root of the cause really. So
I think
it appears.
so. It looks that way.
It's a corner phrase, I'll show you. So Andy, just explain to me what the hell's been going on in this house.
Oh, all right. So originally, back in the day when you first contacted me, you said the immersion heater in the hot water cylinder is broken. You've had an electrician round. You can't fix it because you can't get the immersion out. That was the original thing.
Yep.
Anyway, a lot of water under the bridge since then. But doing this today, when we found the burnt block connectors, and the second one especially, and we've enabled this socket, this now works. But we've got this lead here. We traced it from the other end, but it actually says on it, immersion. So that goes up the corner, into the loft, into a 13 amp British socket. So this was a British extension lead, they cut the end off and put a French plug on. Then there's a British plug onto a bit of twin and earth cabling, runs down to the cylinder, doesn't quite get there, and there's a block connector. Then it goes into the immersion heater.
So, pretty much done up in the loft now, where we've been trampling around and rolling around up here. Slightly less thermally efficient, less chance of flaming death. So, all in all, a rewarding and interesting experience. So the job for today is to remove, I think it's 3 of the radiators. This one is too small for the room, which I didn't notice until Andy pointed it out. It's obvious when you look at it, but
Yeah, it's tiny. So it's just a 1.5. So what do they call it? A 21, something like that. So 1 set of fins and 2 flat panels, but it's tiny. It's only 1 metre long, 600 high. We need to almost double the output really for this room because you've got 2 external walls, a massive window, an empty space above. So we're going to have to beef it up, but we're going to take it off so you can decorate it, I think.
yeah. So the issue is that we've not been able to get the radiators delivered immediately or go and pick them up anywhere. So I've ordered them. They're going to be a week and a half, 2 weeks. Obviously, I can't keep Andy prison for 2 weeks as much as I'd like. Although that is an option, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not nice. So 2 of the radiators upstairs are really old
Yeah,
cast iron, like 1970s cast iron ones, aren't they?
not very
And
efficient.
not very efficient, not very nice to look at. So we're going to change those, and in the gap between taking the radiators off, and Andy coming back to replace the new ones, or replace them with the new ones, I'm going to be taking advantage of that time to decorate the rooms. So we can make good the walls and paint and decorate behind the radiators. So so that's the plan for today. I've never taken a radiator off before, so this is a learning exercise for me.
It's fairly simple.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably one of those things. It's easy when you know how.
Well, yeah, that's it. Once you've done 2 or 3, it's fine.
Okay. All right, brilliant. So we'll see what happens. So this is one of the radiators that we're taking off. As you can see, it's a massive cast iron affair. It weighs a ton. Probably doesn't weigh a ton, but not far off it. It's well heavy anyway. It's too heavy for us to manoeuvre down the stairs. It's too heavy to pick up, to be honest. So the plan is to cut it off. We should be able to manage half of it between us. So that's the plan. So got the appropriate tool, I think. And so we'll just get on with it. I didn't expect it to be that easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm shouting. I didn't expect it to be that easy, to be honest.
There you go.
Wicked.
Helps you got a big grinder, that's superb.
That's what she said.
Alright, let's get this downstairs.
Okay. So that's the end of the week.
Yep.
It's been emotional.
Very.
There's been tears, there's been laughter.
Yeah, I think we found more things than we
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah, it's I think they call it mission creep, don't they?
That's brilliant.
Saved our lives, really.
Well, I won't go that far,
Well.
but it's definitely needed doing. Electrical connectors needed doing. We've got the hot water cylinder all connected now, and the old one disconnected. Yeah, it's been interesting, really interesting. And my reward tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going fishing in the morning, and he's never been fishing, so I sort of know what I'm doing with that,
Yeah,
as opposed to what the rest of the stuff we've been doing this week.
it'd be strange because it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thank you so much for watching again, and hello to all the new subscribers, and don't forget to go across to AJ in France, link in description. Brilliant channel, brilliant actually. I'm not just saying that because he's standing here and he's got lots of tools
Yeah, you
to
are.
hand, but
Thank you very much.
it's a really good channel. I really enjoy watching it. So if you'd like to give the video a thumbs up, maybe share it on social media, press the notification bell, and maybe think about subscribing if you're not subscribed already. And all that leaves to say is mine, there you go, and we'll see you soon.